What's the difference between having a good plan and a bad plan? I'm Bill Snodgrass, and in this video, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about plans and how they lead to or don't lead to being successful. My idea is that this video will be like a direct follow-up to the What's in the Box video that talked about being successful and that there was no secret ingredient. Well, one of the ingredients to being successful is having a plan that is realistic and doable. And we're going to talk about planning. This whole video is going to be about planning. So hang on, let's do that. In a previous video, I said there's no one thing that will guarantee success.
I know you want to know what it is. What is the one thing that will absolutely guarantee success? Nothing. There's nothing in the box because there is nothing that guarantees success. Nothing. No one thing guarantees success. You need it all.
In this video, I want to suggest that there are a lot of things that will prevent you from being successful. And one of the things that will prevent you from being successful is not having a plan. And I'd also say having a bad plan is just about as ineffective as having no plan at all. So what exactly is a plan? I think everybody sort of intuitively knows this, but to kind of quantify it for the purpose of a motivational video, a plan is an organized, logical, sequential set of steps that will take you from where you are to where you're trying to be. And at the far end of the plan is the achievement of a goal. So the plan needs to be tied directly to a goal. If you don't have a goal, then what are you planning for? And some people say, well, you know, it's just like a plan for the evening out. Well, that is a plan, and you may not quantify and really define that goal of having an evening out, but there are elements in that evening out that qualify as benchmarks towards meeting a goal. You know, we're gonna have a dinner and we're gonna see a movie and whatever. And the plan is the sequential, logical set of steps that will go from where you are at the beginning to achieving that goal. That's what a plan is. The plan, now there's a few aspects to planning that have to be followed. First of all, the plan has to be reasonably doable. You know, the plan to, if you wanted to fly to the top of a telephone pole with cardboard wings, that's going to be difficult to pull off. That is not, there is some problems in the physics that makes that a really bad plan. Cardboard wings may not be the best way to fly. So if that's your plan, that's a bad plan, and it's ultimately going to prevent you from being successful. And how do you know if your plan is a good plan or a bad plan? How do you know if your plan is absolutely ridiculous? Well, you can consult with people who have accomplished what you are trying to accomplish and see what they think about your plan. There's this thing called Google. You can probably find a lot of information about pretty much anything that you want to do on Google or even on YouTube. So by consulting others, doing research, you can check things out. Look at the plan and see, do you have the financial resources to do whatever that plan says? Like if your plan is to fly to Paris, do you have enough money to buy tickets and fly to Paris? If your plan includes buying an ocean liner, do you have enough financial resources? If your plan is a full tank of gas is going to require to get to this place, do you have the financial resources to make your plan work? Do you have the equipment necessary? If you don't have the equipment, do you have a secondary plan to get that equipment? Do you know how to use it? If you don't, do you have part of your plan is learning how to use the equipment? I dug a trench one time with a ditch witch machine I rented, and I had to take a few minutes and kind of read the manual and figure out how that thing works before I could accomplish the goal that my plan, buying renting that ditch witch was a part of that plan. I had to do that study thing. That is how you make a plan work. So real quick, is it a reasonable plan in the first place? Consult with others, see who else has achieved this thing. If no one has achieved what you're trying to achieve, then talk to people who may also be wishing to do something like that so that they can kind of like look in on your plan and say, I thought about this one time and I didn't do it that way because of this, or I never thought of that. That seems like a good idea. So consult with others. Number 2, make sure you have the financial resources that you're going to need to accomplish your plan. If it's a business idea, you're going to have some startup money. Where are you going to get it? How are you going to do that? Make sure that you have the equipment that is going to be necessary. Whatever that equipment might be. It might just be a laptop computer to run your business or consulting business on the side. Whatever. You may need a vehicle. You may need a power tool. Make sure you have equipment and make sure you know how to use it. And that's what's going to make a plan a good plan. If you don't know how to use the equipment, if you don't have the equipment, if you don't have the financial resources, your plan is really just part of a dream. And dreams are nice and dreams are good and dreams can inspire us. But in order to actually accomplish it, it has to be accomplishable. And if your plan requires a $11 billion budget and you've only got $7 billion, you got a $4 billion problem. So that's it. So plans are vital in reaching the goals. If the plan is that sequential set of logical steps that lead you from here to here, and that's how you accomplish plans. That's all. That's it for this video. I'm trying to keep this right on point and not ramble a whole bunch. I know I always ramble a little bit. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video useful, share it with someone else who might be trying to plan something. Likes, comments, answer a question, leave me a question, answer someone else's question, I suppose, and we'll see you in the next episode.